Hello, my name is Erica and I'm one of the directors at Bravo Migration. If you follow our social media channels, you would know that last week I was in Darwin, in the Northern Territory, presenting seminars on visa options to the Northern Territory at invitation by International House. The territory is full of opportunities from a visa perspective, either for skilled visas, graduate visas, or special perks under the sponsorship DAMA agreements. I thought the city was beautiful and calm, and I had a great time talking to international students who were living and studying there. I saw a lot of people, and most of them are happy in Darwin. Most importantly, most of them are employed, working the hours that are allowed on their student visas. This video today is to share with you some important considerations and visa requirements for those of you who are considering moving to the Northern Territory. Let's start with some advantages for international students graduated in the Northern Territory. The whole Northern Territory is a designated regional area, which in practice means that if you study there for at least 2 years and you complete a minimum diploma course, you will be able to claim 5 extra points in the points test if you are applying for the Permanent Skilled Independent Visa, the Subclass 189, the Permanent Skilled State Territory Nominated Visa, Subclass 190, or the new Subclass 491 Skilled Work Regional Provisional Visa. Another thing is that if you complete a 2 years higher education course, which can be a bachelor, a master's, or a PhD, then you can apply for the graduate visa under the post-study work rights stream. But instead of getting a 2-year visa, which would normally be the case with other areas, you get a 4 years work rights visa. And with that visa, you can live and work anywhere in Australia for 4 years. So we think that's fantastic. Also, by studying a minimum of 2 years in the Northern Territory in a course that leads to a diploma or higher, you may be able to obtain nomination from the Northern Territory for a skilled subclass 190 visa or the new regional temporary 491. There are several requirements, and studying in the Northern Territory alone doesn't mean you will qualify. And even if you qualify, it doesn't mean the Northern Territory will nominate you for sure. So contact us to discuss your plan and your eligibility to maximize your chances of being nominated. Another pathway to being nominated for a 190 permanent visa or a 491 temporary regional visa with the Northern Territory is to work for at least 6 months in your occupation in the area. Again, just working is not necessarily enough, so contact us to check if you meet all the other requirements. Now, during your time as an international student or while holding a graduate visa in the Northern Territory, you may find a job offer in your occupation or a closely related one, and that job offer could lead to a temporary regional employer visa 494, which is also a new regional visa, or a temporary sponsorship work visa 482 TSS, the regular sponsorship visa, but under the DAMA, the Designated Area Migration Agreement, of which the Northern Territory is part. The Designated Area Migration Agreement is an agreement between certain states and regions and the federal government that allows regional employers to sponsor workers under the TSS 482 visa with some concessions. In the Northern Territory, the DAMA lets businesses access employees if they have been operating for at least 12 months in the area, and if the business can demonstrate that they cannot fill the position locally with Australians. The advantages of the DAMA are that the employer and the employee can access some occupations that are not sponsorable anywhere else in the country, such as waiter supervisor, baristas, and so on. There's beauty technicians, there's truck drivers, hotel receptionists. There's a great variety of occupations there that couldn't be sponsored anywhere else. Not only this advantage, but the agreement also means occupations such as restaurant manager or marketing specialist, which once sponsored would not lead into a permanent visa, can be nominated for a permanent visa by employers as well. The maximum age for a permanent employer visa is 45, but under the DAMA, if you are up to 50 years old, you get concessions and you may be able to apply. There are some concessions as well for English level and minimum salary in some cases. Also, if you're not in Australia, you may be nominated by the territory as well. If you have an occupation they are seeking, you may be eligible to come to Australia directly on a 491 temporary regional visa. And you will be able to live and work in the Northern Territory for 5 years, having a pathway for PR after 3 years at least. So if you are thinking about moving to the Northern Territory, or if you are already living and studying there, please contact us for an assessment to see if you meet all the requirements and seeing what visa is better for you. We would love to assist you with a visa to the Northern Territory. Thanks for watching and see you next time.